Time now for a Drew's Dozen, and for that, we're turning to tight end Kahale Warring. It's the first time he's done a Drew's Dozen. So, Kahale, thank you for answering these 12 questions. And let's start first. You have a cool first name. It's not one of those boring biblical first names like Andrew, which is mine, or John, or James, or whatever. It's Kahale. Tell us about Kahale. What's that mean?
So my whole first name is Kahale Kalani. It means sturdy house of the heavens. It's Hawaiian. Hey, I didn't pick it, so. But yeah, my dad's from Hawaii. Mom's from Northern California, but it was always fun visiting him when I was younger.
Yeah, have you gotten a chance to go to Hawaii often?
Yeah, growing up, but once, sports continued to get more and more important, all these sports these days are year-round and stuff, so kind of had to stay home. But
I've been lucky enough to go twice, and I can't wait to go back again. I love Hawaii. I always love talking about Hawaii with Kaini Fairbairn. Do you guys chit-chat about Hawaii from time to time?
Yeah, we actually have some family that know each other in Hawaii. My Aunt Kahale, good friends with some of his family, so it's kind of fun to interact and talk to my family, who talks to his and stuff. So, yeah.
Have you ever had a chance to eat Spam musubi?
Oh yeah, huge fan. Huge fan.
Is that not the best? Like you hear it and you're like, oh, that can't be any good, and then you taste it and it's like, oh my gosh, right?
Yeah, especially if you go to the 7-Eleven. It's a 99 cents. Just go get a few and you're set. You're set for lunch.
Yeah, about a decade ago, I got to cover the Pro Bowl in Hawaii, and one of the guys who used to work here, he had lived in Hawaii when he was growing up for a bit, and he's like, dude, trust me, let's try this. So I tried it on the first day, and then the rest of the time we were there, we'd eat a Spam musubi or two and a Diet Dr. Pepper on the way to the morning practice. That was when I was about 10, 15 pounds heavier, so you can see why. But that's good stuff. Okay, no more Spam musubi talk. Let's chit-chat about water polo. You played it in high school. How rugged a sport is water polo?
It's intense. There's a lot of stuff that goes on under the water that you can't always see because they're splashing, or you just can't really see under the water. So it's good. It'll test how hard things are. So
okay, I've heard stories, and I think you just kind of gave the nice PG version of stuff that goes on under the water. What goes on under the water, dude? I
mean, there's jabs, there's people digging their feet in your suit and like pushing off you to get the advantage. It can be intense. So you have to try it out for yourself one of these days.
I'll just stick to the swimming, which you got to do a lot of to stay in shape for that. What was a typical practice like? I mean, what all would you all have to do?
Shoot, you get there. We normally had a practice in the morning before school where we'd get our swimming in, so we'd have to swim a certain distance, and then after school we'd come in and we'd have our practice, shots on goal, moving the ball, all different things. So
in those morning swim practices, you're going a few miles a day, aren't you?
Yeah, it's quite a bit. It'll get you in good shape.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. But you could also play basketball too. What was your basketball career like? Because I've seen the videos of you dunking and doing like 360s and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, my stepdad, who I grew up with since I was 2, he's the varsity basketball coach at my high school. So it's always been before school, you're in the gym getting up a certain amount of shots. After you have practice and travel ball. He was my travel ball coach for a good chunk of it too. So I learned a lot. Your athleticism translates, from basketball to football pretty well, just seeing the ball going up and making catches. So,
no doubt, man. So if your stepdad was the varsity coach, you just talked about it, you were kind of forced, and it was almost like a natural thing to be a gym rat, weren't you?
Yeah.
Do you think that's a big reason for some of your success?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Especially come from a small town, it's not San Diego, like where I went to school, where you got the beach and everything. You got your sports, you got your school, go home, get a good night's sleep, and redo it. So
it's good, clean living right there. Yeah. All right, tell me about your favorite all-time athlete. Who is it, or was it?
So it's definitely been Rob Gronkowski.
Okay.
Ever since I started playing football and learned football, learned about the tight end position. First thing I Googled when I heard about the tight end and stuff. First thing that pops up when you Google, Rob Gronkowski, everything he's done. So since that moment, I've watched every single thing there is to watch on Gronk and studied him inside and out. And, I mean, wore 87 in college. He's just been a big favorite of mine since I started playing the game.
You ever had a chance to meet him?
I've not.
Well, maybe someday you will.
I have talked to him briefly on FaceTime because I have a good friend, Sean Bunting, that plays on the Bucks. Put me on FaceTime for a second, but it wasn't too long. So maybe I'll get to meet him in person someday.
Well, if you've watched all his tape, then you can understand why whenever the Texans played him, whenever the ball was going his way, he's one of those like 3 or 4 guys that I've covered that is a hold your breath guy, because it's like the ball's going his way, nothing good's going to happen for the Texans if that, I mean, he's one of those guys that just, when it goes his way, bad things are going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He's pretty good at it.
So he's your favorite athlete. What's your favorite holiday of all time?
Holiday? Shoot. I mean, you can't go wrong. Christmas coming around the corner. Family gets together. Everybody's exchanging gifts. Always a good dinner. Can't go wrong. Big fan of Christmas.
What's on the perfect dinner plate at Christmas dinner?
That's tough. I mean, definitely got to have the ham turkey, mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, I know it's not Thanksgiving, but it doesn't hurt to have it. So
yeah, that works. That's all.
Lots of gains for the week. Coach can't get mad at me for not being on my weight.
There you go. All right. Well, Christmas is the favorite holiday. What was the best Christmas gift you ever got?
Best Christmas gift? That's tough. I've received a Rob Gronkowski jersey when I was a senior in high school. Can't lie, I wasn't excited about that. If you want to throw it back to the favorite athlete. But, I mean, I've always had good Christmases with my family. Can't complain. We all like to take care of each other. So. Not
bad. All right. Well, Kahale Warring, we appreciate the time. Best of luck in the rest of the season. Merry Christmas to you. Hope you have a good one. Hope you get a jersey or a gift that you really love. And we'll talk to you again very, very soon. Sound good?
Sounds good. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.